Adya. Once again, welcome to hashtag Adya Singh and to the second episode of the Human Book series. Our today's human book is Miss Vinita Raj, owner of World Dealers Private Limited, State Co-Secretary of National Human Rights Preservation Foundation, Madhya Pradesh. She has been a speaker at almost a dozen of prestigious institutions, which include IIMs, ICSI, and DABB. The author of The Orthodox, an advocate and entrepreneur. Starting a company in 2013 with the sole purpose of providing home-based employment opportunity to such females who are capable and efficient enough to work and earn, but are unable to move out of their house to do so. This company is one of its kind. Welcome to my show, ma'am. It's an honor to have you.
The honor is all mine. Because why the honor is all mine is because I am today speaking to a girl who at such a tender age is doing such a wonderful job and has taken an initiative to make a compilation of such wonderful series. My good wishes to you, and you are really doing a good job.
I really have a pleasure to get great wishes from you. Okay, so to start off with, I went through your intro. You're an advocate, an entrepreneur, a speaker, a social worker. It seems quite a lot for me to consolidate. In your words, how would you define yourself?
I would define myself just as a lady. I once remember seeing a movie, Baat Ban Jaye, of the great actress Vinita Raj, and she was portrayed as a big businesswoman in that movie, and she was asked, how do you manage doing so many things? And she just gave one single answer: how a lady should manage it. Because we know that the managerial skills are inbuilt, in a woman because from the day one she's a mother. She pampers her doll, she makes her doll marry, and she makes her home. She makes her house a home. So I just tried doing everything from that perspective in my life, that a lady can manage everything. So every day I try to find some new challenge in my life, something good, innovative and productive. And I know as a lady I can manage it. So I define myself as a lady.
Okay, I'm just dazzled with your answer right now, and I'm really interested in movies, so really gonna watch Baat Ban Jaye.
It's a good movie, worth watching.
Thank you for the recommendation. Going with the next question, your company, World Dealers Private Limited, is really a thing which increases the interest. One more thing about it is that it's an all-women organization and is the first localized company in the world of its kind. You were also invited to US to talk about it. Now I'd like you to please tell our viewers about it.
Yes, it is one of its kind, first of its kind, the first all-female localization company wherein we provide the services of translation, simultaneous interpretation, and customized content writing. And all these are the genres of work, or the kinds of work that the females can do from their home. I started my life with IIM Indore, and after that, I even served Narsi Munji Mumbai. Both are elite, pristine management institutions. And after having worked with such big organizations, when, after marriage, I had to take a call to be at home. It was not a pressure. Trust me, in my case, it was not a pressure, but being a doctor, in initial years, my husband got posting in remote areas, hilly areas, because he's a government doctor. And they have to serve, and they should serve. And they do serve. So he got posting in the remote areas, and I had to be with him in those hilly areas where the nearest management institute was as near as 52 kilometers from my home. So I used to drive in 104 kilometers every day just to be able to pursue my job, just to keep myself engaged and, all those things. But soon I gave up. In 5 months, I just gave up. I said, no, it's not going to, I really cannot do this. So what to do? You have worked with such big brands, and then now what if someone asks you what you are doing these days? You're doing nothing. I even gathered in those days that, when you take a decision of being at home as a lady, maybe because of delivery or pregnancy or for the family reasons, or like a case like mine, you are just making a choice, but this choice does not kill, or your efficiencies and capabilities do not die. So what I gathered is, while sitting at home during those days, I gathered that it was like something was a big resource was being wasted. Why did I study so much? And why a person like me who always wanted to go out and explore something new, as I said in reply to my first question, I really want to do something new every day. What I'm doing sitting at home, see, managing home is a wonderful job, but throughout the day, you just cannot doing the same thing. You need to, you would certainly go out, you will do something. So I thought, okay, sitting at home does not kill someone's efficiency. Now, why not? Why not? And women should be given that kind of opportunity, because when I say that a lady, makes a house a home, she's playing a double role. And in parallel, if she's going out to earn, she's managing, because you would see this routine in any country of the world. Obviously, if they are going out, they will come back home and they will take care of the household chores also. So they are doing a double role. They are playing a double role every single day. Women, when they're doing a different job, during those days, my realization came, they should be given a different kind of working atmosphere also. And in my case, it was a decision, it was a choice, but in many cases, it's an economic, need also, financial need also for them. So I just thought to create, an ecosystem where we can employ the females right at their home. So I started with my friends. I started offering them the jobs, and then they started recommending more, and this, one by one, and now we have crossed 200 plus females are working worldwide for us, and 60 to 70 of them are on regular basis with us. So I just tried creating an ecosystem wherein we can provide genuine work from home opportunities to the females, as you shared in the introduction, who are capable and efficient enough to work and earn, but they are unable to move out of the house. And this only makes this company so very special. And that was the only reason for me to be invited to US Consulate to speak on this model of the company, because lately, an example, Sharadya, you would be very surprised to note that in 2019, 6th July, I very well remember, I read in the newspaper that in Japan, 10% of females only work in Japan, and out of those 10%, 28% are giving up their jobs. Now, this was a really very strange news for me. Why they are giving up their jobs? Then I gathered that the daycare service of taking care of their kids, crèche system there is looked after by the government, and the government was already running with a wait list of 50,000 children. Now, with this 50,000 children, their mothers had to take a call, because when it comes to playing the double responsibility, it's always the female who plays that role, right? So if it comes to giving up the job to take care of the baby, obviously in Japan even, it is the female who has to leave the job. And 28% of those 10%, they left the job in a single year only because they have to take care of their babies. Now, at that time, it was a good example that our company had already set for 6 years in a row, in 2019, we already dealt with this problem. We already addressed to this problem, that if a lady has to go out, who will take care of the baby? And she has to make that house a home also, that responsibility also she has to take care. Then we need to find some solution, right? And they should be. And then even I read in that news that, in Japan, they were conducting weekend meetings to find a solution to this problem. Now, what to do with these 28% females? Oh my God, how to employ them? Many of them have the financial needs and all. And at that time, there was a company in India that was already working and that had already addressed the issue. So this makes the company special. And the same was discussed at US Consulate also. And it was well appreciated.
It's such a great initiative. Also, that we learn from mistakes, we learn from circumstances as well, is what really inspires me. So going with our next question, your journey is as dynamic as you are. I'm sure you've come across many challenges and won over them. you please advise up viewers as how to handle such challenges and still walk with a smile towards the pathway of success?
Yes, I face the challenges. I face the challenges at home as well as, I had to fight with the world outside. At home, the first challenge was to convince my mother, who had, I lately lost her 2 months before, but she was, the source of my strength. All I can say that she was the one who was to always, support me and stand next to me. And even we lost a partner because she was 50% shareholder in the company. But why I shared this before giving the answer is, now I say that she was 50% shareholder in the company. She was the lady who used to, on the dining table, she used to sit and look at me like this. Nearly for 5-6 days, whenever I used to sit and, have food, I actually, what happened, I had given her the idea that, Mama, I'm planning to start this kind of company, and this is going to be a good idea, and, very dynamic idea this is, and we are going to work on this. Then, she had always worked in a government organization. She saw me working with management institutions, and all of a sudden, when this came to her, every night when I used to have dinner, she used to sit and look at me like this for 4 to 5 days. And now just imagine you're having your food and someone looks at you like this. And one day I just asked her, Madhuji, what's the problem? Why you're doing like this? And she said, I think you need a psychiatrist. I said, oh my God, you really think so? Why do I need a psychiatrist? She said, see, leaving such good packages and you want to start a company like this? And what is this? Still try for some management institute here and there and you will get a job in this. And I said, Mama, see, this is a good idea. I have worked on it and I have seen it working. Trust me, it will happen. But she was the one who was completely reluctant to, confide in me and have faith and have trust on the fact that one day we will really make a good show, and we did. Second challenge was to convince the investors outside. I had to start with the petite savings that I had. Else, when I used to approach the bank managers for finance, the thing that amazed me is in India, there is a set pattern that when you go to apply for a loan as a company or as an entrepreneur, the first thing they ask you is the map of the place where your office will be. In case you are going for a rented accommodation, still you have to have those papers. So I told them, no, it's a localization company, it's an online company, and this will be our model. The females will be working from their respective homes and all. It's a localization company. And trust me, they used to fidge their head like sketch, their scalp like this. Localization? What is this? This term itself was so new to them. And I used to explain them. And then they used to come out with single answer. Ma'am, 2 things. And really it pinched me. 2 things. First of all, this concept itself is so new. We do not know anything about it. And for the thing, we do not know anything about something, how can we invest in that? Number 1. And second, are you sure as a lady, you would be able to manage it? Now, the second question was really a pinching one. Who decides? Who decides a lady can manage it or not? And now this is only that lady or a group of ladies, females, who are managing such a beautiful show. So these 2 were the challenges, but I accepted them. And over a period of time, my mama turned out to be the partner. And those banks are now running after us that please do open an account in our bank.
Moms are precious and moms are support. I'm sure wherever she is right now, she'd be proud of a daughter like you. And a second thing is that a lady can manage anything, marking your words. The finances part is really a thing which a lot of people have faced. Some couldn't come over it or win over it, while you have. It is a great inspiration for all the viewers as well as for me to know more and more about how empowerment is changing time by time, and people like you who are taking steps for such women who are capable of some other thing but cannot do it, having you.
Say something. I want to say something. Lately, there was a convention. That UN Women, United Nations had organized in between 30th June and 2nd July this year. And I could have simply participated in that and the show would have been over. But I made each single coordinator from my office, female coordinator from my office, to attend that summit and to learn. Because it was a kind of summit that, showcased to them that the females, not only in India, worldwide, are facing, I won't say that, we are being hit hardly and it's a very bad world out there. No, the world is how it was from beginning. But certainly the shape and face of females, that is changing. And world over, still they are, somehow still struggling. So what I, wanted them to, I really wanted them to attend and listen to the speakers from world over, and to know what is the status of women worldwide. And after attending that summit, trust me, each single person came to me and they shared that, ma'am, we could relate to that lady speaker, female speaker, who shared that this happens in Kenya also, who shared that this happens in Honduras also. So, it's a world over topic, and it needs address. It needs to be addressed. And that is what we are just trying in our own way. And that was the sole reason for me to start an all-female company. It's not that I'm gender biased or I'm feminist, but I really want that some collective efforts are required, that the females should get the place that they deserve to be at.
A man gets accepted and proves himself, but a woman proves herself first and then gets accepted. People are like you are really trendsetters. And as I said earlier, it is my honor to have you on my show. It's great having you, talking to you, interacting, and inspiration is what I get, and I hope, and I'm sure that the viewers will get the same inspiration as I do right now.
The pleasure to be here was all mine, Nadia. Trust me, it was rather, and you are an inspiration, that I really was overwhelmed when I gathered that, oh my God, such a sweet, pretty lady is inviting me to her show. And I really announced in my office today, no one is going to disturb me in between these hours. I am booked for Radhya. So all the very best. You're doing really a great job. And my good wishes are there with you. And always remember, a lady can always do and can do anything.
Thank you so much. Today's human book taught us a lot of lessons and gave us a lot of inspiration. And I'm sure that all of us learned a lot from her. I'll see you all in my next video. Till the time, don't forget to subscribe to #AdyaSingh. If you found this video interesting and useful, share with all your friends and your family and like this video.